welcome to this week's episode of the WrestleSlam Podcast. You are all very, very welcome, and thank you for joining us this evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are, whatever time of the day it is. So it is myself, Queen Lizzie. It is himself, Booker G, 5 times. And Phil, you look a little bit tired and stressed after your week. Have you been busy?
Yeah, it's been crazy busy. And then as well, we got the news that we're going to be a big part of Indie Cork this year. So,
excellent.
So I think
what's that?
It's like the Cork Film Festival, but it's an independent version of it.
God, that sounds brilliant, though.
So they show is it 40-something Cork short films?
And is that in different venues again, or is it in one spot?
All the gates.
All the gates.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So my film Happiness will be shown, and
that's the red carpet one with Jerry,
isn't it?
Jerry's first appearance on screen, is it?
And Jerry will have his first appearance on screen as well.
And the Tux is ready for the premiere.
I think he said he was away, though.
Come on.
Oh, that's brilliant, Phil. Fantastic. Remember the little people now when you're rich and famous, won't you?
I know, yeah.
And joining us as our guest this week is Dean. Dean, how's it going?
I'm good.
Excellent. Lovely to have you back to talk all things wrestling and more. We have an awful lot to get through, so we are going to crack straight in because it's all news, lads. It's all news.
And it's Biscuit Week and British Bake Off if anybody's watching it.
Oh yeah, so we will absolutely be flying through this because it is Biscuit Week, and this is when everything goes tits up in Bake Off. No matter how good a bake you are and how nice your shit tastes, it's Biscuit Week that will bollock it all up for you. So glued to that. So once you're finished listening, go and watch the rerun of that.
It's kind of like a barbed wire death match. Like it's, eventually at the end it's going to fuck everything up.
Oh, it's vicious, and we love it. So cracking straight into news, guys. Some phenomenal news came out this week that I am just absolutely weeing myself about. I am so excited, and I hope you guys are too. I'm pretty sure you are, but it's the one phrase that we love to hear that we miss from the beautiful mouth of William Regal. WWE Survivor Series War Games. Lads, I'm not being funny, but are you as excited as I am about this?
I'm even more excited because it's not going to be Raw versus SmackDown.
Right? Totally.
Finally,
it needs to be new. It needs a new lick of paint, because especially now that the brand split pretty much means jack shit, that, it doesn't mean an awful lot anymore. And we're okay with that, We like people showing up for no reason on other shows, but now we actually have something we can absolutely tune in and look forward to without this Raw versus SmackDown thing. I think it's going to be amazing.
Yep.
And Dean, are you happy with this idea? Do you like it?
Yes, because I loved 2019 Survivor Game. Was it 2019 Survivor Series was the first triple one? It was like
the War Games.
Yeah,
the
Survivor Series thing. Like it was NXT, SmackDown, Raw.
Oh yeah, unreal.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's the same situation where we see NXT, SmackDown, Raw, but with the whole Triple H situation being in charge, I feel like it's just going to be Raw and SmackDown, and NXT will have its own separate War Games at a different date.
Mm-hmm. It seems there's a lot of effort being put into building NXT back up to where it was from the standpoint of quality. You know what I mean? The wrestling was always there, but it just got a bit muddled up with all the character building, too many characters getting flushed with a lot of new talent that people weren't familiar with, had no backstories, had no forward stories, had no current stories, and were hard to get invested in. So, and if you notice as well, in a lot of the promos that people are making, particularly champions, they're mentioning a lot about any brand, anywhere, anytime. It's not, I can come over to you in Raw. They keep reinforcing anywhere, anytime on any show. So I think that's really, really cool that they're incorporating NXT a lot more. I know you're a huge fan of this.
Big time. Yeah. It's about time, because Survivor Series has been shit for a long time.
Regardless
of the NXT one, that was a unique one.
The last one that I remember being good was the Sting one. Sting debuted.
Yeah.
Oh,
that, that was good because of the authority thing. It wasn't Raw versus SmackDown. It had stakes in it, like, so you know they were getting kicked out if they lost, and Dolph Ziggler got the pin, even though Sting fucking gave the Scorpion death drop to Seth Rollins about 10 minutes beforehand, and he he was still out after. But it's been stale. Survivor Series has been stale for a long time. Nobody cares about Raw versus SmackDown. Like, it's just bragging rights. So this is exactly what it needed. I'm just glad it's happening now, because again, Triple H is the gift that keeps on giving, and I can't wait to see what else he's going to bring out. Because
my only hope is that it sets up a WrestleMania match, and that's would be good.
It has to set up something like previous years. Like, you know, Survivor Series meant nothing, and everybody was like, oh, if the winning captain or the winning team, you know, got their choice of, you know, maybe number 30 spot in the Royal Rumble, it might have led to something, but that never happened, or they never got a number one contender match or anything for the title or anything, so it made no sense. So hopefully this time it'll make sense. And you know, there's some great fucking, you know, factions in WWE now, and there's teams there that can actually build up, and they obviously teased a few things already on Raw last night, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. It's so exciting. Cannot wait for that. That's one worth staying up for. You know, it really, really is.
There's one thing there on NXT, right? I think you might have some inside scoop as well for Liz. I think they changed the next day after our show.
Girl, wait until I tell you now, right? I wasn't going to say nothing, but I'm just saying now, right now, you know me now, I not want to brag, right, or toot me own horn, right? But I did call it, so I was like, Phil's the fella, he thinks he has all the text message numbers, but who called this? Couldn't believe it. Literally woke up the next day and Jerry was like, you called it. And I was like, what? And he told me, unbelievable. We'll actually crack straight into that now, Phil, since that was a very nice segue apart from the next one I was going to bring up. So we'll go with this one. Definitely. NXT 2.0. No! We're now back to NXT Black and Gold. I'm delighted about this. I know people thought that it was gone stale before, you know, beforehand, but we have to remember there was a lot of creative differences going on backstage as well, and a lot of negotiations, a lot of people being pulled up for no reason. So I am super excited about this re-energized version of it. Dean, are you happy with Black and Gold coming back?
I am happy it's back, but when I'm looking at Twitter, they're still using the branding of NXT 2.0, but with the new logo of Black and Gold. So what it could be is they're going to do a situation where it's 2.0, but with bits of Black and Gold put in. So like we could see the likes of Ciampa returning, see the likes of like old NXT talent going into NXT for a while to kind of give it a Black and Gold feel, and then they kind of go from there.
But yeah, it's like it's hopefully a good move and just bring back a little bit of prestige to 2.0 to NXT. Phil, what's your take?
Oh, it's brilliant. And the biggest thing is now takeovers are back.
Exactly. Now, apparently there is something penciled in for the 22nd of October. Right now, this is to be confirmed. NXT.
I think that's confirmed.
Is it?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the date isn't confirmed, but it is going to be a takeover event.
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah. Now the date that's circulating is the 22nd, of October. Again, not confirmed, and we believe it's going to be along the lines of Halloween Havoc. Now, whether it's going to be called that or not, we don't know. But nice to see that we have something to look forward to in October in the way of hopefully a big NXT takeover event, because takeovers are always phenomenal. They're always so good. Do you know what I mean? Super well planned, super enjoyable to watch, and you'd nearly be exhausted after it and you wouldn't have done one move.
Yeah,
I
just hope.
What's that?
I just hope that they, with Triple H now, that he'll take NXT out of that fucking PC and put the takeover, put takeovers in an arena.
Yeah.
You know, before a big pay-per-view like Survivor Series or WrestleMania, that the big takeover is going to happen. Which
because that's
can
where
we move NXT back to
to
Full Sail? Can we just move NXT back to Full Sail and then?
I heard that they're actually looking at a new venue as well. I'm not sure if it'll be Full Sail.
Yeah.
Because that venue is iconic for NXT. It's a beautiful venue.
Oh, it is. It's like, you know what? It's like MSG for like Raw. Do you know that kind of a way? Or like an MSG for WWE in general, really.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, super exciting news. And there'll be for the Survivor Series War Games as well, there'll be male and female War Games match as well, which is going to be really cool. Great showcase for talent. Now, our good friend Maxwell Jacob Friedman has been stirring the pot again. He has. Apparently, he has yet to sign an extension. Surely this is all work.
No, it's actually true.
No, so I think it's true.
Really? Oh, I don't know. I think it's all work. Now, there could be discussions still going on in the background because they're going to have to pay him the big bucks to smooth over this whole CM Punk situation if he doesn't sue them. But do you think this is true or it's a work?
Oh, it's MJF. It's both true and a work.
The master of it. I'm sorry, but he's the master of it.
He's playing the game. He has to play the game because there's no point in him signing. And it would come out if he signed because people in WWE would be snooping around if they knew he wasn't. And then when if they find out that he actually is signed to a longer deal, that they would leak it. So, but I still don't think he'll go to WWE after his contract is up. I think he'll stay because he is the future of AEW. Like if he goes, they're fine.
I have a bit of a theory in kind of thing for tomorrow night's AEW Dynamite. I feel like what's going to happen is since he can cash in at any time, he's going to cash in tomorrow night as soon as Danielson wins and just take the title from Danielson straight away. And then it's going to be
absolutely sure.
Then it's going to be Danielson versus MJF at Full Gear, and then build Danielson versus MJF because I feel like having MJF like on the mic and then having Danielson's kind of technical style with MJF's kind of just mic skills. I feel like it's going to be a big match. Yeah. And then I feel like that could be a way we could turn MJF babyface and actually put him into the Combat Club as a kind of sort of leader kind of sense.
I like the idea of the match, definitely. As a babyface, I think he's money as he is, but I think you're absolutely onto something, Dean, because they are polar opposite ends. You know what I mean? You've got Brandon Danielson. Brian Danielson, who is, as you say, he's the elite fighter, fighter. What's going on? I can't talk. He's the elite fighter, you know what I mean? He is beloved by everybody, and then you've got the biggest knob ever. It's money, like it's waiting to happen, and they could have a really, really good build up to a feud.
I like that because it's kind of got that Daniel Bryan and the Miz feud kind of thing, where they could lead into that kind of, the total hatred for each other. Like it seems pretty real life, like that they actually hate each other. So I'm not sure whether they actually hate each other in real life. I doubt it. Like, but you could piss them off enough to actually make it seem real. Yeah.
Definitely, they know the buttons to press on each other as well. But I'm liking that for sure. Then from that, we will scoot back to WWE. Oh, I'm sorry, MJF, leave our Sheamus alone. We saw you actually on Twitter. You just need to take a step back now and leave our Celtic Warrior alone because he's on fire and he's been around a lot longer. So respect it. Respect the trade. Going on from that, back to WWE. After a very interesting appearance on Impulsive, right, and a very interesting press conference, we are getting Logan Paul and Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel. I really want to know what you think of this.
I'm excited for it.
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crown Jewel's on the same day as the debut show for RCW. I'm going to that. I'm not watching this.
Oh, so I suppose it's going to be on Saudi time, isn't it? So it's going to be early
5
in the
o'clock
day.
Yeah, so like, I don't know whether or not you're going, but like RCW's priority to me because like it's 2 days before. 2 days before my birthday. I've tickets already in the bag.
We'll be there.
Yeah, for sure. So Phil, you're excited about it?
I am. It's good. Do you know what's the best move they could have done? Because I know people hate him and it'd be funnier if he won.
It would be hilarious if he won. He's not going to, but I think it would be hilarious if he did.
To be fair, I could see Theory cashing in and pinning Logan. I feel like that's going to happen.
Theory should cash in, and then it comes Floyd Mayweather and knocks him out. Yeah, there should be like a running team.
No, I think the one person that would knock out Austin Theory in Saudi will be Jake Paul. Like Jake Paul would just pop out. It's Jake Paul. Like
Well, his name has been running around as rumored for WWE. You know what I mean? So it could be.
It could be a good tag team though, having Logan and Jake together.
I think that's coming at WrestleMania. That tag match.
I think they're going to get a chance at the Usos. But again,
disgraced.
Jake hasn't been training like Logan has, so I'm not sure if he's ring ready, or was he a mat wrestler? Was he?
He's a boxer more than anything.
But like when they were younger, I know Logan was actually a wrestler in college.
Yeah.
Like he wrestled in high school and stuff. I'm not sure if Jake wrestled in high school, so I'm not sure he's got any natural ability in that sense.
Time will tell.
Yeah, exactly. Time will tell. Do you know what I mean? But look, let's face it. We all know who's going to knock Austin Theory out at the Crown Jewel, and it's going to be Mansoor. Right? You know it is, because he always goes over in Saudi Arabia. He's going to be modeling this year's back to school collection while he does it. So yeah, very interesting. Let's see what happens with that. But yeah, I think I'm kind of with you, Phil. I think, like, it's money, as you said, Bob. It's money.
I like before we go on, the press conference style. I like them doing that for big matches.
Oh yeah.
Made you feel so big.
Get rid of this contract signing in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
It feels better than the media scrums that AEW does. I feel like it's a more professional way a media scrum should have been done. Like have the two like challengers in the ring with each other, or like some form of media attention, like a press conference, instead of doing what they do. Like,
but like having something that's external from the product, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a contract signing in the ring, because you're not going to have people who are watching this in the ring. But if you have a contract signing with Logan Paul, who's got a gazillion followers, right, and on all social media platforms combined, and you have him with somebody like Roman Reigns, who's obviously like super over and super popular, but even though they are, people may not be familiar with the product, so they are going to tune in, because same way people tuned in for Floyd Mayweather and all the different matches he's had, people are going to tune in.
He, just to point on that, he has a massive impact.
Yeah.
I put up a highlight clip on my TikTok, on the Irish Wrestling TikTok page there, when the press conference happened, just a fucking couple of minutes off the press conference, put it up, and within 24 hours I got 2,000 extra followers and 60,000 views on that clip, just because Logan Paul was in it. Nothing to do with Roman Reigns or the WWE. It was basically because of him.
What TikTok handle was that?
The Irish Wrestling one.
Sick plug. So yeah, I mean, but that just goes to show. Look at the
literally overnight. I was fucking the phone. Yeah. Was like 2,000 extra followers on one video.
You posted it on the YouTube as well. I saw that.
Yeah, but I mean, like
I got no views. I got no views on YouTube and fucking 60,000 views on TikTok.
But TikTok is the future. Do you know what I mean? It is like people are sliding away from YouTube. It's TikTok, and with that as well. But even on YouTube, because he already had a massive following on YouTube before TikTok was what it was, and less than 24 hours, over 1 million views on that video, on that interview with Roman Reigns. So he's definitely, love him or hate him, he's bringing eyes to the product. Make no bones about it.
Yep.
Cool. So from that then, we have a few bits set up already for Extreme Rules. So we have Matt Riddle, we can call him Matt Riddle now again, can't we? Fabulous. Versus Seth freaking Rollins in a fight pit at Extreme Rules.
I would add...
They're bringing it back. I didn't see that. Yes.
I would add Ken Shamrock as an enforcer.
Ooh, would ya?
You don't need an enforcer for this. Like, Matt's just going to kill him.
I think it's, you know what? I hope Matt Riddle goes over, because he's been beaten probably one too many times. So surely that's the setup he's going to go over. Because it's not harm Seth Rollins.
I'm assuming it's the same one that Thatcher fought Riddle in.
I'd say so.
Isn't Riddle undefeated in a fight pit match?
No. Thatcher beat him.
Oh, I know he's done 2 in NXT. So he has more experience with these style matches.
Yeah.
Who's the second one? I can't remember. I know Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa had one.
I think it was Thatcher. I know it was Thatcher. I think it was Pete Dunne was the other one. I'm not too sure. I have to go check that. Because I think the tag team he had with Pete Dunne imploded at one point, and to blow it off, they had that match.
Let us know below in the comments, guys, if you can remember who those fight pit matches were. We'd love to hear. Maybe take a look at them and maybe review them before it.
Yeah, well, Thatcher and Ciampa had the last one. The one with Riddle and Thatcher, Kurt Angle was the special referee. I can't remember any other. Maybe you're right. I can't remember.
That is 2 sets of beautiful hair in a fight pit, though, isn't it? To be fair. Speaking of hair, this evening's sponsor of our podcast is the one and only revolutionary series also known as Manscaped. So Manscaped looks after over 8 million balls worldwide. It is a super, super popular product among the WrestleSlam crew. I also reap the benefits of it because I get to smell all sorts of fabulous things coming out of the bathroom that should be smelled coming out of the bathroom.
Not tonight.
Oh no, you're whiffy tonight now, love. But I mean, like on a normal day after the old shower, sure, there's only glorious smells coming out, especially the ball deodorant. That smells ridiculous. You could put that behind the ears, love, isn't that right?
Anywhere you want.
Anywhere you want, but it smells fabulous.
Do that first before you do below.
Oh, well, I won't be sniffing them down there, love. You know,
no, just don't use the same hand on your balls on your face. It's a rub-on deodorant, it's not a spray. It's like a moisturizer. Phil, look at Phil, he's like, what's going on?
So, moving on from that, your 8 million balls worldwide looked after Manscaped, and as mentioned, a very popular product amongst the WrestleSlam team. Particularly Matt. Matt bald as a coot, but likes to keep below bald as a coot as well.
And Phil, did you Manscape your noggin?
Your sides, yeah.
Yeah, was that what your Manscaped?
Manscaped.
Get out, that's amazing.
It's smooth.
Silky smooth, but look at that. That's unbelievable,
pretty cool,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
So there you go. Look at Phil modeling his latest Manscaped adventures. WrestleSlam podcast.
The beard next.
Beard next. There you go. It trims everything.
Tune in next week to see the results.
4.0 packages everything you need, and probably the closest trim that you'll ever get. WrestleSlam podcast followers, you have free shipping and 20% off at Manscaped with the code WrestleSlam. All one word, WrestleSlam. So that is free shipping. Don't know about G, but when I see the cost of shipping, I'm like, no, you're all right. Not with Manscaped and WrestleSlam working together. You will get free shipping and 20% off what's in your cart. So the code is WrestleSlam. Get on it. Your balls will thank you. So speaking of thank you very much for your opinions on Riddle versus Rollins in the fight pit, which is going to be absolutely super, and I'm rooting for Riddle.
It's an Extreme Rules, and there's going to be a stipulation match at Extreme Rules pay-per-view, finally.
I know, we're not going to get Extreme Rules matches, we're getting stipulation matches at Extreme Rules. An Extreme Rules match that we have come up as well is going to be Ronda and Liv, okay? Do you know what? I think we can put this to bed now because this should line up Shayna, hopefully, right? But I thought Liv's promo was better on SmackDown because Liv can be sometimes very, very just happy to be here and happy to be alive and so happy that I won. I still wish that they carried on with her having dodgy finishes and been a pure dodgy champ. I thought that would have been brilliant and turned her, but her promo was much stronger on SmackDown on Friday, I feel. Do we think this is it, love, for Liv and Ronda?
I'm not sure. Ronda and Shayna have been teaming together in live events. I could see them going for the tag titles against Bayley's group. What do they call it? Damage Control.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see Io Shirai and Ronda go at it in the ring in the tag match.
Oh yeah.
So if I was Bayley, right, and I was going after the SmackDown Women's belt, I'd have Damage Control take out Ronda and just Liv. She'd beat her rather than beating Ronda. I could say it very easily.
She has a match against Bianca. She could lose the match against Bianca, but because on their promo they said they can go wherever they want. There's nothing stopping her going. If they have the match with Bianca first.
I think that's only for the tag titles, not for main championships. Because, is it for main champ as well, or?
I'm not sure. They just said they said they can go wherever they want. They didn't specifically say tag team, but I'm saying like with the Extreme Rules, there's no rules.
That's true.
Bianca earlier in the night and go off and cost Ronda the match against Liv. Set up a match. That War Games kind of style match then where they got Ronda and Shayna and maybe Bianca and fucking Asuka against Bayley's crowd.
But Sasha Banks and Naomi are coming back as well, so
this is it.
Is that true, or I haven't seen much about that?
Imagine so. They seem to be out and about a bit, but you wouldn't know. I'd imagine they're trying to figure out how to fit them in creatively. But with that you were saying there, love, that leaves so many doors open after the War Games match for many different feuds. That kind of a way.
Like I already see it now in my head. Charlotte Flair's going to do a moonsault off the cage.
Io Sky will do one as well.
Should be fabulous, yeah.
Their match from Takeover a couple of years ago was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
There's so much, there's so many factors to play into.
Which is great, though. This is how it should be. We should be guessing. We should be fantasy booking. We should be enjoying the product. It's entertaining, you know?
I think there's going to be like a build-up now to Extreme Rules with the whole White Rabbit situation. It's not going to be Friday. It's going to be like at Extreme Rules. I don't feel like I know it's at 9:23 on the whole like teaser on Raw, but I feel like it shouldn't be at SmackDown. I feel like it should be at Extreme Rules.
Maybe rolling straight into that with White Rabbit, guys. Obviously, it's been played very recently over the last few weeks. Everyone's been reporting that they've been hearing it being played.
Great song.
And then we were looking at QR codes last night that led us to games of Hangman.
Adam Page.
All very, it's all, stop. Jesus Christ, don't mess us all up all together. We'll be like, my brain can't take this. It's all very cloak and dagger. It's all very suspicious, mischievous, but it's all very, very exciting as well, I have to say. Do you know, like we all are kind of like, we all want to know when the next clue is. We all want to know when we're going to find out. There's no eye rolling. There's no like, oh, fucking here we go. Everyone's like, what's going on?
Is the last clue going to be like someone opens a door and Alexa's going to be sitting there on a swing?
Oh God, no.
Yeah,
if it's that, I'm gone.
Last night, wasn't there?
Yeah.
No.
I don't like what it is. I've been actually listening to what they've been doing because people are posting it on Twitter. Like they have been using red light a lot, and there's only kind of one person associated with red light from WWE, and it's been heavily rumored. People like Russell Votes has said their source hasn't said much. They don't.
They're trying to keep it a secret.
No one knows. Like if it's being withheld even from internal, it feels like it's Wyatt. It can't be anyone else.
It was last week that Triple H came out and said it's somebody you're not thinking about. There was some rumor that he said something about it. There's somebody else that nobody's actually thinking about that could return. So it might be him.
It could be Malachi Black. I don't want to be. I know he said
a bit of time.
I seen that, but like,
I love it. Like,
you know what I mean? Like, I just felt like, you know.
Yeah.
It's a tough one to call. I know we're all thinking that it's going to be Bray, but is he too obvious a choice?
No. To be fair, like the teasers are leading to him. It's like the games has shown the font he uses. It's spelled out like demon. It's spelled out.
There's more to it than that.
Yeah.
It just feels very close to a Bray Wyatt kind of thing. Like it's very like.
Well, did you see the Rabbit videos? I don't know when they went. I think Bo Dallas has got to be involved in this.
Yeah, it seems much like it could be a kind of team up situation. Like Bo Dallas is going to come back with Bray somehow.
And Redbeard and a few other.
Redbeard, yeah.
Wait, no, I don't think it's going to be Redbeard because Redbeard, he's doing a lot of things at the moment on the indie scene. So I say he won't cancel those dates because he seems like a person who won't cancel dates. Like,
I don't know.
Like I'd love to see Demo.
I don't know.
Well,
isn't Demo signed to AEW or was that just a one-off
thing?
No,
just appearance.
He's still to go around. He's actually fighting in Progress this weekend against Jacobs, which is going to be.
I forgot that.
Shout out to Progress, big hearts for them.
Yeah, they got someone I would love to go to the Progress show on October 16th because they managed to get Kid Bandit, and I really want to see Kid Bandit live.
She actually fought Malachi Black there at the weekend.
Oh, I've seen that match. I watched it.
Yeah. Progress shows are excellent, Dean. They're so good.
Yeah, I saw your vlogs. It's like that's one place I want to go is Progress. But
amazing, so good.
And they had some weekend in Liverpool as well, like the TNT and GCW at the weekend.
Marion Armstrong from RCW was actually there.
Yeah, he was on a stag. He was on a stag in Liverpool. It just happened to be on.
Yeah, that was fun.
Brilliant.
It is. It's so good to see. Like, but
just speaking of Progress and stuff, I know it's a little bit off topic, but did you see the Joe Henry thing?
Oh, Joe Hendry's now Impact.
I don't know why, but I burst into a fit of laughter.
It was such a weird video.
I tweeted it to you. I done a quote tweet and tagged you. Yeah, I'm very concerned now about that. That was like, it was very disrespectful to the whole AEW situation.
I don't know, because is that not him on the Indies? Doesn't he do this kind of?
Yeah, he does.
He like the Big Joe or whatever it is. Like
see what Joe Hendry on the indie scene just does diss tracks. Yeah. Like the Big Joe was actually for an OTT show for one night only.
Yeah.
Why do I know this?
No, there's nothing wrong with knowing it.
We need somebody who knows stuff like that, because we don't.
Yeah, because we can't watch everything. God, no. But that said, I cannot wait to go to another Progress show. I can't wait until they release their 2023 schedule. I wish we could make one this year, but it's just our schedule is through the freaking roof. Absolutely want to make one 2023.
Just to let you know, on our other channel, on Irish Wrestling Entertainment YouTube channel, we're actually going to be interviewing Lee McAteer, who's the co-owner of Progress, tomorrow evening. So check that out.
Interesting.
Very cool.
Definitely, yeah.
And make sure you subscribe to that channel.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe, comment, and share us. And
yes, they're doing a big giveaway at 500 subscribers as well.
Phil will leave a link for it down below.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
So lots of big things happening over there, especially as well from the entertainment side of things, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got a big thing coming up at the end of the month, don't we, Phil? We're getting close.
We're like, what, 10 days out?
10 days out.
Oh my God, right, we need to get moving.
Billy Jack is the best.
Not as good as Gene Hackman.
Anyway, I'm not even going to get into that because I'm still not right after it. Also as well, last night, just to shout out, the way we were saying about how the United States Championship is like seriously looking proper these days, and it's been presented so well. Yeah. Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins last night. Excuse me. Bobby Lashley pushing off the stomp. I thought that was fantastic, and because Bobby Lashley is like he's presented as like the superior athlete to everybody else, and like you take a look from him, he is. Apparently, Raj Giri says he's shit at golf. Not my words, that was Raj's words. Sorry, Raj, but that's what you said. But I loved how that was presented and how Bobby was made to look so strong just in that small thing. And it's those little nuances, it's those little changes that just make the world of difference to me anyway as a fan.
That's true. No, I agree. And they're clearly building him to something bigger, which is great.
Yeah. He's the guy, like literally, he's the guy on Raw, really, like, because Roman's attached to SmackDown, even though he's double champ, like he never really shows up on Raw unless there's something happening. So Bobby Lashley apparently is going to be facing Brock Lesnar as well soon, whether it's a Crown Jewel or maybe day one again.
Have Bobby go over there.
He beat him already, so I can't see any reason why Brock would want the US titles.
Well, this is it. And we need some BBGs. We need some big booby guys bashing around the ring.
What?
Do you know what?
Big booby guys?
Big booby guys. Yeah, Bobby Lashley and Brock, they've got the woo-woo,
Big meaty men slapping meat.
Big E's the greatest quote.
BBGs. Come here, actually. Oh, Big E, lads.
We need him back. I miss him.
Right, yeah. He's another BBG.
He's getting there. He's getting there.
Like, if anyone's going to dethrone Roman Reigns, I feel like Big E could do it again.
Maybe get a better run, maybe. Do you know? I think under Triple H he would have had a much better run.
Oh yeah. I feel like WWE could do something for a trios title now, with how many factions they have. I'd love to see a New Day trios kind of title.
Maybe, but you know what? It'll even build up the tag team. Build up the tag team. Excuse me. The tag team division, what's going on? The tag team division, again, because Vince just slaughtered it, you know what I mean? So leave them build that up again, and then, maybe look at something else. But lots going on, lads, lots of changes. That's been pretty much our news for this week. We couldn't even get to anything else because it's just been, like, manic. Yeah. But anything else, Phil, that you might want to plug or tell us about?
This weekend, the Impact special, again, another one. But this one has an interesting barbed wire match. Which,
all right, okay, tell us more.
Barbed wire match.
Macklin, Moose, and Sammy Callahan.
Nice.
Triple
So
threat.
the three psychopaths of Impact are at it again.
The only thing I'm worried about the future of Impact Wrestling because of we were talking earlier about how there's so many leaving.
Yeah.
But I will say
Sure,
Diana Perrazzo deserves another run on NXT, a proper run.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Did she work in NXT under Triple H?
She did, but it was like 3 or 4 months only.
Yeah, but like, did she fall out with Triple H? Was some issues there? That was she?
Her issues were with, I think her issues were with the way her character was being portrayed, rather than like issues personally with him.
Yeah, and I think that she's probably pulled a female Cody, gone away, completely proved themselves, and should be welcomed back. Don't you think?
Yeah.
And then there was a weird rumor that you were saying, Jar, about Nick Aldis and Mickie James.
Yeah.
What's this weird rumor? I haven't heard.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
No, I've been like looking around.
There's loads of rumors about them, like, but there was a talent meeting for NWA during the week. I don't know. I don't know specifically like what exactly might happen. Like, but
what's the rumor?
I can't remember.
That both wrestlers will be joining WWE.
Oh yeah.
I don't see that.
Mickey and Nikki. I've heard about Mickey, but I hadn't heard about.
I don't know if and definitely Mickie James has been eyed up as somebody come in.
Nick Aldis.
Wait, didn't Mickie James announce her retirement?
No, not yet.
I thought she was retiring.
Not officially, yeah.
But I think Nick Aldis would be good for NXT Black and Gold.
Yeah, he would be good for NXT.
Yeah. Speaking of NXT Black and Gold, I would love to see. I know I've been talking about Kid Bandit, but Kid Bandit's style needs to be seen in NXT. Yeah. There's a lot of high flyers, and Kid Bandit is the best high flyer in the business at the moment. Like Ricochet levels of high flying is, and like only
was her match with Malachi good?
Oh, like one of the best matches of the year. Like if match of the year is Malachi versus Kid Bandit for me. Like it could, because Kid Bandit finally got a big win.
Yeah.
Like
she beat Malachi, did she?
Yeah, she done it in a very good match though. And also, like, I'm a big manga fan, so Kid Bandit and me, if I met Kid Bandit, I'd just have a full-blown conversation.
Aww. Hey, look, we've seen in the last few weeks anything's possible. You know what I mean? We really have. So who knows who's going to turn up where?
She could end up at OTT or somewhere.
If she's wrestling in England, then, and funnily enough, if Bedlam's watching this, Kid Bandit follows the RCW Twitter account.
Ooh, the plot thickens. Nice little pop in there, Dean, definitely. So no pressure, Billy, no pressure.
I'm not giving him pressure. I'm just saying, like.
I kidding. But look, come here, look. Stranger things have happened. You know what I mean? Yeah. They really have. So who knows?
I want to say one last thing before we sign off, because this is kind of weird, right? I was just checking to see what's any news pop up. And then the biggest headline was, does Shamrock want to return as Extreme Rules? Just popped up. I think my computer is listening to me.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, oh, well, I just got an Impact Wrestling notification, so my phone is definitely listening to me. Well, who knows now? There you go. Maybe Phil was texting under the table again, this kind of crack, and he's just like, oh, it just came off there on my computer, but nobody else's.
Also, one last thing, predictions: Danielson or Moxley, and then
Danielson. Danielson.
Yeah, Brian Danielson.
Table twice already now at this stage.
Yeah.
Oh, Blake Christian has posted he wants to wrestle for OTT.
Nice.
Who?
Blake Christian.
Blake Christian. Sorry, I thought you said Christian.
Also, isn't like Mark Andrews and the other guy
Aussie Open?
No, Mark Andrews.
Mark and the boys.
Yeah. They're
coming next week.
They're winning.
Or that's pretty much all the news.
They're an OTT, but they're Progress show as well.
Yeah.
I would love to go to OTT primarily because of one wrestler on the card, and that's Anita. I just like
Anita's flying the flag, Anita. Yeah.
Anita's beating Debbie.
Do you think so?
I hope so.
I'm praying. Like,
is this our first appearance for OTT?
Yeah, it's her debut.
And she's got the saviors in her corner.
the Saviors haven't been advertised.
Come on, the Saviors are always coming out. They always do a run.
Yeah, I'm saying the Saviors are going to arrive. There is also a big defining factor. If the Saviors aren't there, LJ is there.
Yeah.
But they're LJ is facing the Saviors in a tag team match for
the 2 days for Fight Factory, which is 2 days before he's in Dub. So for all we know, this is how we do this. That LJ's gonna turn heel at the Fight Factory show. Then Anita versus Debbie. Then it gets to a certain point where Anisha's losing and Foxy goes for the count and LJ just shows up. In the Savior's gear that he has.
Foxy, keep your eyes open now. Don't be letting us down,
Foxy.
Keep your eyes open because we just can't be doing
the most common word used at an OTT show other than OTT is Foxy.
She's the only other Cork woman that has been on an OTT show. So, Raven. Yeah, she's the only other. Yeah, it was Raven and then Anita. Yeah. I'm surprised Raven hasn't shown up in a while in OTT.
It's been a while. Good.
Yeah,
she's done a lot of progress shows.
Yeah.
I think going with NXT Europe, I'm saying Anita could be signed to it, and not Anita. Raven could be signed to him.
Yep.
I hope so.
Did you see the photo that they posted saying thank you? The NXT photo, NXT UK photo that
I saw.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Did you see who was actually in that photo? If you zoom in, LJ is there. Yeah. LJ, so LJ, I think, is signed to NXT Europe, but until NXT Europe launches, everyone who's working can still work till NXT Europe launches. That's what I'm thinking.
Well,
Jesus, Phil, it looks like Dean's got a couple of numbers behind the scenes as well. You might have a bit of competition.
Well,
there.
I might have someone in the business.
Oh, look at the side eye from Phil. Oh, look at the side eye. Phil's like, you didn't.
The thing is,
somewhere and rob your phone.
You have to in now with Raj, don't you?
What?
You have to in now with Raj.
We can neither confirm or deny.
You'll have to look at our. You'll have to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to find out.
Yeah.
Link in the
Progress has announced their world title match for their September 25th show.
Ooh, do tell.
Man like Darius versus Spike for the world title.
Amazing. Spike's winning, but amazing still. I would love to see that match.
Well, Darius has posted as well saying it's coming home, so.
We thought that was happening as well in Wales, so didn't we?
Yeah.
So, but look, let's see. We'll definitely be back in progress in 2023. Watch this space and vlog from there too. That is going to wrap up this evening's show, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. It's lovely to have you. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. We like to hear what you're thinking. What are you making of all this news and all these changes? Do you think it's Bray Wyatt? Do you think maybe that it's somebody else? Is Liv going to go over? Is Matt Riddle going to go over? So much to chat about and so much to think about. Is Logan Paul a good idea? Let us know in the comments below. We love to hear from you. Follow us on Twitter at Slam Wrestle, where we have lots of activity and lots of posts and information as we see it and as we get it. Of course, Facebook and Instagram do have a little reach out and see what's going on over there as well. Aside from YouTube, you can have a listen to us on Spotify or Apple. Am I right?
I think so, yeah.
I am, yeah. Do you know, you pull a blank there for a minute. So yeah, Spotify and Apple, give us a listen. Maybe you're working out at the gym, or maybe you are out for your morning stroll, or you're on the way to work. Give us a listen, see what's going on. If you can't watch directly on YouTube, don't forget 20% off and free shipping on WrestleSlam as well for Manscaped. Your balls will thank you. And other than that, we hope you have an excellent week. Fantasy booking and seeing what's going on in the world of wrestling. And for myself being Queen Lizzie, himself being Booker G, Fat Dams, our very special guest this week, Dean with all the knowledge, joining us for our podcast, and of course Phil, who is super jealous of Dean's contacts, but will say nothing because we think it might start to get a bit of a fight because he's thrown all sorts of dirties. From the team here at WrestleSlam, guys, have a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll chat to you all soon. Bye.
Woo.